Hi friends, today's our topic is importance of sports education. This topic gives me a pleasure to talk more and more. I can't able to control my words to speak about this subject. So this is a very serious and important subject to present society. What I want to say is this subject it plays a key role in our life and upcoming generation also. So I will give some stories. It will clear your doubts regarding this why this sports is very important as an education. Once there is a brinjal. I am saying a brinjal is a name. I am taking vegetable name for a human being. Why? Because if I am taking any name means that name person may think in a different view. So I don't want to give that names. I don't want to use. So I am using vegetables names as a human names. Once there is a brinjal. The brinjal is a by birth a good baby, healthy baby. Her the baby's parents, his parents always teaches him, you must be there at beta, you must be in a good position, you need to earn crores of rupees, so you have to focus on studies and do only education, only education, please concentrate on education only. So the baby is receiving this message from his parents. From childhood to his younger age, he always thinking about studies. What happened? In the morning, he is taking a lunch box. Well, he is eating some minimum food, and he always went to school and come back with a lot of stress, like homeworks and all, and come to the house again. He is taking books and reading. After 22 years, he got a job of the world famous MNC company as a CEO. He was appointed as a CEO of world famous company. Then the parents were decided to marry. And one day he wants to do a normal checkup with the doctor. In a normal checkup, there is some physical abnormalities were identified. Those are, he got thyroid, he got diabetes, and he got cardiac problems, and moreover he is impotent. So this is the first story. It will take in other side and come to the part of another story. There is a tomato. Her name is Tomato. The parents were joined her in a AC school, and they are providing only ready-made foods. The baby grown up to 20 years. She looks pretty, and she got the title of Miss India. And later the parents were decided to marry, and marriage was done. After some years, the parents are asking her, why you are not conceiving? Already 2 years over. Then she went to a clinic, and she taken a normal checkup. In that, she is unable to give birth. She won't be able to give birth. That is the report. This is the second story. If I want to say these type of stories, I can make thousands of stories. This is not a story, this is a real story. Real. This is a real. This is a real happen in our society at present. Why I am saying these stories? Why those people are like that? At present in our society, 90% of the younger generation is facing what I am saying, the problems. Infertility centers are developed. Obesity clinics are developed. Diabetic clinics were developed. Cardiac centers were developed. Why? From childhood to till, the parents and society and institutions are prepared artificial human beings. There is no naturality. Artificial human beings. Try to understand my point. This is very, very serious. If you are a parent, just listen, be careful. If you are a younger, if you are in a youth, please listen. What was happened in these two stories? From childhood to till date, they are going to school by AC buses or buses. From morning, wake up to till going to bed, they are under artificial lights. The studies were conducting in artificial lights. We are providing artificial foods, not natural foods, most of the time. Ready-made, pizza, burger, noodles. There is no sufficient nutritious food provided to the youth. And the most important missing thing is sports in our institutions. Especially in corporate education, there is no playgrounds. Just observe 20 years back, our parents and forefathers are very happy with their education. There is a grounds in the schools. Now, the corporate and semi-corporate schools are not having grounds. Even in government schools are also not having the grounds. Most of the cities, most of the villages also. Earlier I have told the two stories because of 80% of the people from cities, they don't have playgrounds in their schools. They don't know the games also. What the present generation knows the games? These are cell phone games. They are playing Sudo and all in a cell phone. They are typing like this, 2 fingers. It gives spondylitis, It gives lumbar spondylosis, degenerating of the body. Once we are not providing a sufficient nutritious food, what will happen to our bodies? How the organs will function efficiently? As a parent, we are always asking, what is your rank this exam? What you are going to get the rank? We are always asking that type of questions only with the children. Whether in your school, what game you are played today? Is there any playground? How many parents are asking whether the institution is having a playground? No, they want ranks. They want to bring them as a artificial human beings. What is the difference between the artificial intelligence and artificial human beings? Both are the same. In the first case itself, is studying and got the good job in a CEO as a CEO at the age of 22nd year. And he got number of diseases. What is the fun to get that job? And the second, she's looks like a beauty queen. If you can observe, the school babies, so many parents are known that they are not getting periods regularly. How they will give birth? They are not producing estrogen. Estrogen levels are very low in females. Testosterone levels are low in males. How they will give? We are giving artificial birth, test tube babies. So, my dear parents and friends, I am asking you, please, I am pleasing you, don't make artificial human beings as your children. Please provide a healthy atmospheric games. Outdoor games gives best result. In a recent study says that in Pune labs are confirmed that our Indians 90% of people are not having a sufficient vitamin D3. The vitamin D3 plays a vital role in a corona period. Who are having a higher levels of vitamin D3, they are safe. They were safe. Most of the doctors prescribed vitamin D3. We will get natural vitamin D3 by exposure to sun. While playing in a open grounds, we will get that much of vitamin D3. Sufficient vitamin D3 naturally from sun. We know. But nobody can encourage their children to expose to sun in the early morning. We need ranks. We need good jobs. The children are not healthy. They are decreasing their life. They got so many diseases in the early age. For what? They will get good jobs and all. So, when come to the part of in a scientific research shows that and sports as education gives tremendous results in the human beings to become a healthy human beings. From childhood, they need a sports education must. The sports education gives discipline and social skills, dedication towards work, taking right decision at right time, capacity. It gives mental cognition. It increases the mental cognition. It reduces the loneliness, and it gives strength to the reproductive system. It produces testosterone. It produces the estrogen. It produces the growth hormones. gives good muscle, good bones. It produces happy hormones like dopamine and serotonin. They will get good sleep. This is not only for a children. This will applicable to the youth and even middle-aged people also. The sports can give tremendous result in their lives. A lot of benefits. It decreases the cardiac arrest rate and it increases the hormone levels of insulin. So they will be pre-diabetic. It balances the thyroid hormone. Nowadays, in youth, so many people are caught by the thyroid. Lack of exercises. In 30s, so many people are getting knee joint pains, joint pains. Why? In early stage, the boys and the girls in the childhood days, especially in first year, even I am seeing in the second year itself, they got spectacles. Why? Lack of vitamins, lack of minerals, lack of sports. So, the family and society institutions are manufacturing these ready-made humans. What will happen if you go forward? What type of generation we will get? If you can observe in our forefathers' days, they are very healthy and they are doing physical exercises, physical activities every day. They have a strong genes. They are giving us that strong genes. We have to preserve that genes. In previous days, at the age of 60, 70, they will get diabetes. Now, the just born baby is also having a diabetes. Just born baby is also having a cardiac problems. This will come into a genetic. It means of our forefathers will caught up by 70 years. At the age of 70 years, they got diabetic means in our age, 40 years is enough. And coming to the generation, 30 and 20 is genetic disorders will catch. So, my message is prevention is always better than cure. Health is wealth. Today's children are tomorrow's future. We always live like a healthy human beings. You don't want to give properties to your children, no issue. But you don't give your disease as a hereditary to your next generation. So that is the importance of sports as a subject in our school days. My request to all of you, please encourage your children to participate in outdoor games and you also do some exercises and sports in the outdoor. And one more thing, there is a caution in every subject. Advantages or their disadvantages there. In this subject, there also one disadvantage. That is, if we are taking cricket as a game, the ball will hit on the head. Immediately he will be died. The cases are noted. But it is the very rarest of rare cases. If we want to take that such a sports, they need to take care of themselves by wearing of some guards, physical guards, to protect them. So this is my message. Please look into this matter. This is very, very serious for the next generation. We want to protect our generation. Means if you want to make and if you want to see good generation, means you please encourage the children's and you please ask the institutions to give a good ground for uh, sports education. Thank you so much.